Hi everyone, it's Darius from Sassy Woman Tarot. Here to do your weekly reading from August 3rd through the 11th. We're going to start out with the reason for the season, and that is Leo season. So we're going to do Leo's first. And let me just say, I am going to do a bonus reading for those who like, share, and subscribe to my videos. The most in each, whatever sign it is, I'm going to go ahead and do that bonus reading for this week. Okay, and so for today, your card is I find time to rest. I find time to rest, and that is your card for today. Let's see if everything pulls into play with that. All right. I think I'm going to use the Mystic Mondays Tarot to go ahead and start the reading off. Like I said, I'm going to do a past, present, future spread, and we'll clarify as we go. I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot for clarification, Mystic Mondays, the deck to do the tarot, and I'm also going to use the Pixies, Astounding Lenormand. I really like those little cards. I'm going to pull usually two of those, maybe an oracle or two besides that. And also, I will do my fortune sticks at the end of the reading. So right now, I'd like you to think of a yes or no question and throughout the reading. And then I'll pull the definitive number and we'll go from there. Okay, I've been using those for years. And so hopefully people will like them. Like I said, I will do a bonus reading for everybody that the highest amount I get as far as like, shares, and subscribes for what sign. And I can usually tell that, but that's okay. We can see. So the 3rd through the 11th, I'm going to use that one here. Okay, 6 of Swords to start off. 6 of Swords. I really like this deck. I like the colors. I like all of it. No, too many. We're not going to take those. Okay. I did cut the deck. I've saged. Take that one. That's the Devil. Okay. I'm going to take that one. The King of Wands. Okay. Oh, too many. One at a time, please, Spirit. One at a time for Leo. I hope everybody's well. I'm going to take that one. That is the Knight of Pentacles. It's been a crazy Sunday for me. Not really. It has. It's had its weird moments, truthfully. 10 of Swords. All right, and this is for Leo Spirit. This is the Hanged Woman. I'm not taking all those. For Leo, please, Spirit. For Leo. For the week of the 3rd through the 11th. For Leo, please, Spirit. I need 3 more cards separately if possible. I appreciate that. I'm going to take that one. 5 of Pentacles. There's one. Princess of Swords. And I'll read those from the actual book because I know some people are like, well, what did it say in the book? So I would just want to make sure I have the 3 of Pentacles, okay? Okay, has the final card. So let me just go ahead and show you these. Okay, so remember it said your seed of intention was, I find time to rest. 6 of Swords and 6 of Swords. You know, if we go over that, it's usually like your difficulties fading away. See the water there? Journey by water. You know, sometimes your difficulties fade away with the 6 of Swords. So you might have gone through a lot of stuff You have the devil here, and the devil can sometimes mean, like temptation. Maybe you came out of an addiction or a toxic situation regarding this. Maybe you were in a relationship with the King of Wands. Doesn't matter what sex. A little bit promiscuity here, possibly. The King of Wands. Usually, it's a devoted friend, but it can mean also like maybe there was some kind of infidelity there, and you're coming out of that. You're coming away from that. Knight of Pentacles. That's just my opinion now. We'll clarify as we go. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. Usually, determination to overcome, maybe feeling like you were stabbed in the back, betrayed. Ten of Swords. Maybe you could have felt like, I feel it's betrayal. The Hanged Woman. I'll go ahead and I'm going to read that from the book just because I have to find my book. Just because some people want that specific reading for that. And that is 12. I should know that. All right. So sacrifice, patience, suspension. So avoidance, sacrifice, and delay is upside down, but this is sacrifice, patience, and suspension. So maybe you feel suspended in time when all is up in the air. This is a stage when you feel stuck between momentum of the future and the speculation of the past, which is the present, pretty much. And just look at that card. She's like suspended in air, like hello. And delays and indecision are to be expected, and it is in your best interest to prolong any decision making. Think outside of yourself and try your best to see the big picture. This inconspicuous small amount could bring big impact. Feeling stuck with nowhere to go is temporary. Constant activity keeps the ego busy, but by practicing patience, you are allowing other opportunities to unfold for you. Okay, and then it says, give yourself permission to receive. Delay instant gratification and put in the time and effort so that you can see the big vision come to life. Ask yourself what tiny thing you can give up now to get to the end goal. Sacrifice small pleasures to invest in long-term success. Wow, so I find time to rest. Just saying. Okay, and let me see. So we'll clarify that. Five of Pentacles, then we have that, and that's usually, some time of loneliness. You can see how she feels a little alone, maybe in solitude. She's just hanging out, trying to find herself. Maybe because of the indecision, she's resting, recouping. That's cool. And Princess of Swords, I will read that now. Get that. Princess of Swords. If I can hold the book right. All right. I'm not perfect, people. Not perfect. Okay, so here we go. Princess of Swords. Inquisitive, verbose, and lively. Okay? So there you go. And it says, sparks fly high with a twinkle in your eye. There are a million ideas floating around in your head, and you can't wait to tell anyone and everyone about them. Combusting with excitement, your creativity and brilliance cannot be contained. The Princess of Swords urges to put your ideas into action and to go for it. Young, idealistic truth seeker, you have a gift for gab and has the ability to translate effectively to others. Writing and speaking come easily to you, which will aid you when it comes to time to spread your ideas and messages. With a thirst to learn, you constantly ask questions and want to know the why of how things work. Your energy and curiosity are endless and feed off your willingness to find the answers. With time comes experience, and the more you go after what you want, the more wisdom and experience you will gain. Very nice. And then you have the Three of Pentacles as the end card. And then we'll clarify some of these here. The Three of Pentacles, is usually skill in the arts, sciences, master craft person in what you do. Maybe you've gone back to, maybe you're going to graduate. I don't know. Maybe you've just gotten a new job or you're applying for another job. Let me go ahead and clarify. I'm going to use the light seers. I think it's light seers. Yeah, light seers Tarot. They're old too. I keep all mine put away. I don't like them out. Sometimes I leave them with crystals on them. It just depends. Okay, so let me cut this deck. Let's clarify. I want to clarify the devil. Okay. Clarify the devil for Leo. All right. Page of Pentacles. Okay, and the Page of Pentacles is usually, you know, somebody's studious, favorable news. Just depends. And the King of Wands, let's clarify that. Like I said, that's usually, that can be, I'm going to take this one here. And this one. Okay, so maybe an ending. Death and rebirth. It says rebirth as well. So could be a new beginning of something too. Four of Cups came with that. So Four of Cups is usually discontent, reevaluation. Maybe you're reevaluating a relationship with that person. One more card, please, to clarify. Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands. You see the trick that that woman is on? It could be, it's not a particular sex. It could be male or female. So Ten of Wands is, you know, your heart's tried by pain because of this situation. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. We know the Knight of Pentacles is usually, well, maybe you don't, but the Knight of Pentacles is usually somebody, you know, that is determined. Somebody having patience. Can be a male, doesn't have to be. Could just be your own personality, that you're really determined to get over this as you tread on with your trusty animal. Oh, my nose. Oh, this stays there. Okay, let's clarify that. Knight of Pentacles. I apologize for that. I just don't want to go all over my cards either. All right. So Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the World. Okay, it's clarified by the World. All right, and the World is, you know, in all undertakings, that's wonderful. It's like, you know, you've got a great outcome there as far as getting over feeling stabbed in the back. Let's clarify that. Oh, not all those, just one place to clarify. Walking away from that situation. Oh, we have a jumper. And the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is, you know, somebody intelligent, usually has wealth, or is you know, accomplishing something, or is accomplished. She's very lavish with that. She'll just help many people if she can, that kind of thing. So you're just lavishing in your own prosperity, I think. I don't know which cards to take there. There's too many. And the Hanged Woman, we already know about that. We already read that. Let's clarify that real quick. Suspended. So you're just sort of hanging out, finding the time to rest and recoup. I'm going to take that. The Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands. A Knight of Wands is usually a journey by water, or coming and going of a matter, usually. I can represent that. Five of Pentacles, we're going to clarify that. You might be lonely during this, coming out of this, and that's okay. You know, you have to rest and recoup and regain yourself, and that's all right too. You know, sometimes you have to do that. All right, we have the Chariot. Oh, underneath that we have the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands popped out there, and the Two of Wands is success, okay? So you're lonely, but you're staying focused, okay? You're staying focused on what you need to do for yourself and what you need to gain to recoup. maybe be authentic in yourself, and it's a little bit difficult to find that. The Chariot. There's the Chariot in this card, and that's a mind over emotions, really. A conquest, in my opinion. A conquest in mind over emotions. So I think you're getting it together. The Princess of Swords. You've got a lot of ideas wrapped up in this situation. You're going to act on that, it looks like. The Three of Pentacles. So, ooh, got something there. And that's reversed. It came up reversed, but it really didn't. It flipped. So I will take it both ways. So the Knight of Swords, we'll look at. Knight of Swords is quick to defend or fight, or coming and going of a matter. Could be that you've made a decision now as to what you want to do. And let's go with the Three of Pentacles. Clarify that. As the outcome, we're going to put, ooh, I have two there. I'm gonna put them over because they both bent. I'm not actually, because so it's the same card. Knight of Swords came out upright, and well, actually no, it was on the table. So we're gonna go with Temperance. Okay, and Temperance usually is adapting. Adapting to just trying to join, maybe joining in something more than just yourself. Four Wands on top of that, and that popped out twice because I did put it back. So the Four of Wands, if you look at that, see the festivities there, see them like happy. Okay, so the Four of Wands is usually like a wonderful home life, romance, happy home kind of thing. All right, so that looks like a great outcome. Let me just pull one more here. One more. Once you get going with your ideas. See, and you're still solitary with the Hermit. Okay, you're still solitary. Some wisdoms might be being offered to you from someone else. So one more, please. One more. I don't know. I'm going to just keep going. It looks like a great outcome, though. If you stay focused, you have to stay focused, Leo. Sometimes that's difficult for Leos. And how the Moon. Okay, so the Moon is usually unforeseen perils. So you're going to have to stay focused to look at these guys on this Moon card. See the white wolf and the dark wolf howling at the moon. Let's take this. And the Queen of Swords. So you're going to have to be very focused and to be able to make some decisions for the best of your own interest, I think. Let's go ahead and pull, I want to pull these little pixies, the little pixie cards. And I did cut those already, but I'm going to go ahead and cut them again. One popped out. I'm going to look and see what that is. The birds. I'm going to keep it. Sorry, I'm not going to cut the card. This is going to keep it. One more card. This is for Leo. For the 3rd through the 11th of August. One more card. If not, we're just going to take the birds. Okay. That's it. One card. That's it. The birds. Okay. So this stands for communication, interview, phone calls, siblings, communication, sometimes therapy, gossip, with conversations with other people. Think about how birds get together and chatter and how that happens in our lives. When this card comes up, be prepared for a lot of phone calls, verbal or electronic communication. Maybe you're concerning your business, and long conversations. The tone of the conversation can be determined by the cards around it, which you don't have any. So we're going to go with many conversations dealing with relationship. It could be meaning love, career, meetings, and a lot of back and forth communications. Characteristics, qualities, flighty and social, maybe a bit on the gossipy side. That could be yourself. And it says timing is 12 days or weeks. So the outcome of this, usually 12 days or weeks, okay? Two birds swoop in from another, let me see here, from another, it's a background called a green sheath. Okay, so it's just about swooping in, gossiping, that kind of thing, communicating. So it looks like the outcome's good as far as this, but stay focused, and I would not gossip about your finances. That's my own personal suggestion. Okay, and I would heed whatever advice is given to me regarding that. Let's go with the wisdom of the oracle. I'm going to pull one from that for you. Ooh, there it is. All right. And let's see. My cards are upside down, so I don't know, I guess they're not. Okay, so mending is what it was. Mending, but it was upside down. So let's look at that. Mending, and that's number 52, the last card in the deck. All right, mending. Upside down. So I'm going to turn it right side up so you can see it, but then think of it in the reverse. Okay. Forgiveness, making amends, and healing after arguments. Maybe it's taking you time to heal. Each time we are hurt and allow hurt to pass through us without understanding and integration, we accumulate an unwanted burden. This keeps us chained to the very things we need to heal. The pain, the memories. Oh, actually, this is going to be good for you. Of resentments and the arguments that we rehearse over and over. Now is the time for mending rifts, healing wounds, and letting go of old hurts in order to reclaim your power. Now is the time to forgive, to release, to make peace, and to make amends to others, to set free, to set yourself free. Okay, so what this is upside down is, okay, so maybe you've done this already. I'm going to pull one more card for you. Maybe you've already been going through this with this rest. So maybe you're achieving what you need to do. Okay, and I think that I'm not going to take that because I think my cards are mixed up here. Let me actually take one more card from a different deck. Not mess with those. Okay, I think I messed them up when I was holding on to them weird. All right, so this is the Magical Unicorns Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. I like these two. One for Leo, please. I'm going to take this one. Believe in yourself. Ooh. Believe in yourself. See yourself doing well. And you will. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. Let's see. It says this card asks you to hold positive thoughts and feelings about yourself. If there's something you need or want, and then hold a vision of yourself doing well. Only think positive thoughts about yourself, such as I can do it, I'm good at this. The more you believe in yourself, the better everything will go. If you expect success, you will have results. But if you worry about failing, you won't enjoy your experiences. Let me see what it says. You can enjoy life more if you believe in yourself. If someone else tells you that you won't succeed, then picture a big X through their words to cancel them. Don't let somebody else's words take away your belief. Instead, act in a way that makes them change their mind and see what you can really do. Belief means making a decision such as, yes, I can do this, when you clearly decide. Remember the Queen of Swords? When you clearly decide to do it instead of just trying. You approach a situation with confidence. It doesn't matter if you're doing something new. What matters is that you believe in what you can do. Each time you do something new, you learn and grow. And you'll thank yourself for learning that you can do anything you truly believe you can do. I think that's wonderful. All right. So that is it. Rest up. Get yourself together. Queen of Swords. Be determined, baby. Go for it. Make a decision and go for it. From the 3rd to the 11th for Leo, please. Yes or no question being answered with my stick. Thank you so much. And like I said, I'm going to do a bonus reading for those the most likes, I think. The most likes by any sign that watches my videos. So much love. By the 11th, I'll do a bonus reading next Sunday. Okay, I'm going to take this stick, and this is, just make sure that number, yep, number 41. Can you see that, number 41? Okay, all right. Let me look that up for you. There's so much stuff laying here. Such little space. So yes, your donations are welcome. And thank you so much for them. I appreciate them. And so does my channel. All right, so 41. The answer to that is yes. It says surround yourself with sturdy things and people of substance. Wood is a lucky material for you, particularly if you're doing some building. Avoid petty people. Yes is the answer for that. Okay, thanks so much, Leah, for stopping in. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it helped. And I'll talk to you again. Hopefully, I'll be doing the readings on the 11th, okay? And hopefully you get a bonus one in there, too. Thanks so much. Take care now.